Yo,
Yo, this is wild.
this is fucking wild, son.
Cause I'm blocked too.
You blocked too? Get the fuck out of here, son.
Dead serious. It says AJ is watching you. We got her in here.
I
Word?
Insta-
don't understand these
Instagram doesn't like us.
fucking people.
Yo, why they
Mr.
don't
L,
love
it's your
us?
fault because I posted your penis
In
and they were not
fairness,
happy.
in fairness, I'm blocked too.
Oh, are you really?
I tried to start the live and it was not letting me.
I wouldn't go, fucking hell. They just don't want us to be great. But you know what?
You
These
do dick
motherfuckers
pics,
are not going to
bro.
stop us. We're still doing this
Exactly.
shit. Fuck them people.
Hey, while
I'm
everybody's getting
so
in,
tired of this. Like, it's
I'm a
crazy.
I'm gonna
That's
jump out
fucking
and then jump
wild,
back
son.
in. All right.
Alright,
Okay.
I'm gonna jump out and jump back in.
alright.
Someone has to tell Val to come over here. I don't even know where Val is.
Nah, I seen them in here. Hold up. They say Val's unable to join too, yo.
He's not able to join?
Yeah, wait. Oh, wait, hold up. It made my fault.
I'm trying
Yo.
filters because I feel like I look tired and crazy.
I was just about to be like, yo, what the fuck is coming down your face, yo?
What is going on?
Son, yo, they don't want niggas to win tonight, son.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yo, this is wild, dude.
So was it like did
Nah, it's from the
Instagram legit
fuck.
blocked it?
Yo, they blocked AJ and they blocked Mr. L.
Bro. Oh no.
Yeah, it won't even let me take us.
They just kicked me off and told me that I wasn't allowed to go live with you guys either.
Word.
For real, that's why I got bumped off.
What if we go
Wow.
from the other account? From no account?
Even the three guys one?
No, I can go live from Three Guys and a Girl, I
Mm.
think.
I seen you live for 2 seconds and then it went away on Three
Okay,
Guys and a
okay,
Girl.
so then it worked. I wasn't sure if it went through, but the other, so it's possible that they're not letting Mr. L join the live either. Because
Word.
just now, Slim, when I was on with you, that's why. Okay, wait, maybe he's back.
Yeah, he back.
These fucking
Yo, these
people,
motherfuckers, son.
man.
Yo, they don't want niggas to win. Yo, that shit
They
None
don't.
crazy, yo.
whatsoever. This is wild.
Yo, Mr. L, I
Crazy.
blame
Oh,
you,
I gotta
man.
turn.
What's up?
I blame you, man.
It's the penis. It's the
Yo,
jumping
made your
penis.
dick pitch, yo. Yeah, man, you made your shit jump, nigga. Like, you made
They
Time out.
felt
somebody,
threatened.
you made
Time out.
somebody jealous, guy.
Time out. Time out. Slim. Did you and AJ
Yeah,
not
Slim's
be
junk
like,
is all
yo,
over the place, and they didn't have a
where
problem
y'all
with
at?
that.
Come through. I came through. I delivered. I,
Yo, bro. You got my
y'all was
text
laying
about the
out
tree
greatness.
branch, right? You got my text about.
I couldn't even respond to it. I couldn't do it. I was just
I
like,
feel
you
like I
know
got to
what?
one up you, though. We about to have a yo.
So, Mr. L, did they
Wait,
did
wait,
they
wait, wait, wait.
remove your video after?
After what?
Mr. L,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear
Am I
you.
about to
Yeah.
get kicked? Okay, okay.
can you hear
AJ was
me?
asking. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so you posted the video in your stories. I know that I put it in the thread on my page. They took it down 3.5 seconds later, but they only
Hmm.
removed yours. They didn't remove anything else.
Right.
I've been sharing the fuck out of
And
it.
that's why I put the blur on it because the blur hasn't been removed. Like the one with the
But
blur on
when
it
you
has not
posted
been
in your
removed.
stories, they left it alone.
In my story, yeah. Oh,
Yes,
my
I think
story, son.
so. Not
Crazy.
yours, Slim. We're talking about mine right now, all right?
No, I'm talking about you, nigga. I'm talking
Oh,
about your
You.
your
oh,
dick, bro, is in my stories. That's what I'm
I
gonna say.
appreciate you.
With confidence.
Much love, brother. Much love.
With confidence, bro. I'm just saying, man.
Much love.
Okay, so I'm gonna post the Manscaped thing. I can't pin it because it's not my live. So Slim,
Oh,
can you pin it?
oh, y'all asked me to do shit I don't know nothing about.
Just tap on it.
Oh, I
Tap
see
on
it.
what I did. Oh
I
crap!
got it. I
Sorry.
got it. I got it. I
Yeah,
got it.
tap on it and then there you go.
Okay.
Okay.
But either way, I don't know why Instagram is this much of a hater. I see abs and I see titties on here all the
All the
time.
All the
But the
time.
time.
second that a brother flexes his penis in some briefs,
But you know what? It's not even that because there are people who post stuff, and then if I reshare their post, I get flagged for it,
I'm gonna send
which
them a
makes no
strongly
sense.
worded
Because I'm
email.
like, it's not on my page. I'm sharing it from somebody else's page. They will. I haven't been flagged since July, and now I'm at risk of losing both of my accounts because of this bullshit.
No
But it's not even
problem.
that's what I'm saying. Like, even if I like Slim, yours, I was scared too because, you know, the things them are guan in the picture.
Yeah.
Val's the only safe person. Val gave me his back. Val's the only person that loves me and doesn't want my account taken from me.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Was I not
We
asked?
appreciate the packages and the jumping penises and all that good stuff.
What's the one different factor? There you go, player.
I'm
Thank
light
you.
skinned.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
what
you,
it is,
James.
because I'm light
Is that what it
skinned.
is? They don't like the
That's
light
one
skins,
factor.
right?
Light skin. Listen,
That's
I'm light
one
skin,
factor.
bro. I'm chocolate,
I
man.
don't like the light skin.
Yeah, I think George is onto something. I think somebody actually reported it.
Yes.
I think that's
Had
exactly
to.
what happened.
Had that.
Because it's just
If there's
stupid.
a
Like,
hater
they,
out
George,
there,
like I said, they didn't take
almost
down
what
the
you
whole
said.
post. They just took out Mr. L's picture.
I almost thought George said I had a small dick. Yeah, I was about to call you. I was about to hit you in the line. Like, player, what are you talking about, man?
No, he wasn't saying you.
Nah,
Wow, you're about to get in your feelings real fast on that
I
one, eh?
was, bro. Yeah. We all about to get kicked off Instagram now. Fuck this.
So this is my thing. If you know the package is good, why would you take offense? You know that nobody can come for you?
It's not that. I know I can
so
deliver. It's just that why would you
it's
say
the
that? That's it.
it's the
If you
principle
could.
of the fact.
Here you go,
Let
player.
me tag
Got
you
it.
on this. We're not going to. I was trying to, do our normal start. I wasn't gonna get in it, but since Instagram was some bullshit, and then you bring up that question, this is how we're gonna start the show. I'm cool with it. I had a situation at work where me and one of my homegirls a couple of years ago, we're out of this food truck grabbing some food and whatnot, and then another young woman who works with us, less attractive, don't really care for her. She would never see or touch my penis. She
Oh,
apparently whispers in her ear something and then does like the little finger motion. So, I thought she was talking about somebody else, but I found out later that she was talking about me and said that I had one, a small one. Now, I don't care what she says. She holds no weight in my life. She'll never see it. One, it's not small. But it was the principle of the fact. Like, you're not just going to come out here and say this to people when you ain't never seen my dick. Like,
okay.
you
So
got the
since we're
audacity. That's what it is. It's the audacity
Yeah.
that you have. Like, yeah, it
since,
didn't bother me. It was the it's the fact that you fixed your mouth to talk on something that you knew nothing about.
okay,
That's
so
that.
this is clearly a man thing, because if somebody says to me, your breasts are not as big as they look, like in real life, your breasts look small, they're not as big as they, like, I'm not going to be offended. If somebody says my bati doesn't, that's my bum, doesn't look as big as it looks in the picture, I'm not going to be offended. Even if somebody tries to tell me that my pum pum is loose, I'm still not going to be offended, because I know why do men get offended when women take jabs at the size of their
It's that ego thing.
dick?
So as for me and my house over here, I don't get offended. Once again, it's the principle of the fact. She was speaking on something. However, a lot of men, that is their like pride and joy. So that's why. And
It's
once
not
your
a small
pride and
child.
joy and the ego, as Mick Goya being said, yeah, because that's just
So
how.
your ego is tied to the size of your penis or what you think. Okay, so let me I don't even know how we got on this fucking path, Mr. L. Okay, so do you not you guys in
Am I?
particular, but
Yeah.
do men talk up the size of their penis?
No, I can't stand a nigga who does that. I know niggas who go, oh, my dick, blah, 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 blah. Yo, B, I don't brag about my dick. I promise you, I don't. I will never do it. Number one, I'm not arrogant. Number two is I like shock value. You know what I'm saying? I like to get the response. Damn, I wasn't
Hold
expecting
on,
like
you
that.
like, what was that, Slim? You like shock value?
Shock
Shock
value.
value, yeah, shock
I
value.
feel
You
it.
know what I'm saying? I told you I'm a $150. You feel me? So if I pull it out and you take that, you gotta take that gas. You understand what I'm saying? I enjoy that, but I'm not going to brag about it because, like everything
Val's
else,
whole face is killing me right now.
yeah, I
Val,
see
for
that.
real?
Like everything else
Val's
in
like, what
life,
the fuck are we talking about right now? Like,
No. Because I guess Slim is answering for himself. I'm guessing that's where he's coming from, right?
yes.
Okay, so I'm going with the overall. I definitely think men do talk up their size. Absolutely,
Me.
100%,
Yeah, they do.
100%. Because I mean,
Me.
I'm my
especially
biggest
when
supporter. It's not talking it up. Are you
But
lying?
isn't
no, no,
that
no,
a
What
no.
is it? What
detriment
do you
to
mean
you?
lying or
Because
So
talking
if
about?
so
you,
so
if you're,
Slim,
hold on. If
Slim,
you're
you know the
bragging as
term
a
if it don't
woman,
apply,
if a
let it
man
fly.
is bragging on the fact that he's got like 8 inches and he comes with like a 5, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, that's a
Sir, there's
lie.
a whole 3 fucking inches missing. Hello?
But that's a lie. That's a lie. Like, nigga, you know your dick ain't 8 inches, homie. That's a lie. That's not
Okay.
talking it up.
But
Unless he's guesstimating, because I've heard men say, "Oh, I've never measured it. I don't actually know how big it is." And I'm thinking, really? If I had a dick, I would be measuring that bitch all the live long day.
Every
Because
every nigga measures
hello,
his dick. Every nigga measures his dick and the circumference of his dick. At least I do. All right. So I don't. I
I'm gonna let
assume every
Val
nigga did it.
speak his piece, and then I want to tag in on this one.
yes, please.
Oh no, I was gonna quickly end it with I
Sorry.
know I've ran into a lot of individuals, especially in sessions too, that specifically say that they want to talk up the size because they know that the majority of women love hearing about it. I don't know
We
how true
do.
that is, but
We do. We
okay,
like hearing
Bring
that
the
you're
tag
gonna
in.
like, as much as like
Bring
talking
the
is
tag
cheap.
in.
When a man has like some good lyrics to back, you know what I mean, and then he can back his chat, that's a good thing. But don't come with a whole heap of talk
Yeah, but you gotta be
and
able
then
to
okay.
call us
fuck
like
too.
bust nut in 3 strokes
You
and
gotta
then
be able
drop
to.
asleep and
You
don't
got.
come with nothing else.
You
Listen
gotta
to
have
me,
a
I will
stroke
drag you
game.
in the streets and scandal you all the live long day. Don't be crazy out here.
You gotta have a stroke
Mhm.
game too, bro.
AJ,
That's true.
you
That's
are
true.
100% correct about how a good amount of men out here do move. They do move that way. They will talk up their sex game, their dick size, all of that, and that goes back to like the question that is always said during sex a lot is like, oh, whose pussy is this? Like, no, you don't ask whose pussy is this, because then you're
It's
gonna get let
mine.
down.
You're just
Yo,
borrowing it right now.
so like,
Yeah.
right,
You're
you
just
don't be going
borrowing it
out.
right there.
Don't go out boasting and
Fucking
bragging about your dick
leasing it.
because you never know in certain situations or certain pum pums are different. She'll
Word.
have you tapping out, and then she gonna talk your shit. You're gonna be a little hurt.
Not
But
even tapping out.
back to the size thing though. Um, I don't hype up the size myself. You know, if somebody asks and I, like, yo, this is what I've been told.
Right.
I'll tell them what I've been told. Um, One thing that I do brag about, I got a beautiful dick. I'm happy about that. I will
So
let
you
the world
you
know.
tell them that it's pretty? Like,
No, I won't just be like, oh yeah, I got a pretty dick. Like if it's ass, like how would you
how does
describe
that
it?
come up
I
in
would just be like,
conversation?
if they
I'm
ask, like
five
how
foot
would you?
ten, well
If they
built, and by the way, I
ask,
have a pretty dick. Like,
if they
The
ask,
most
like
gorgeous
no,
dick you ever seen in your life. Been soaking this bitch in olive oil for the
I
past
hold
30
on.
years.
I love how Slim keeps referring to his
coconut
forearm and the
oil,
length of his forearm.
coconut
You
oil,
guys
son.
don't notice that? You don't see that shit, right?
But no.
I
In
caught that.
conversation, it's usually if she asks. I'm not just gonna be out here and blurry, be like, yeah, I got a beautiful dick. Like, no, it's
Yes.
if it's asked, then sure, that's a different story. Um,
Okay, so
but
how would a woman ask you? Like, okay, so
Yeah.
oh,
let's say
so
it's me
let me
and we
use
didn't
that
know
real
each
quick,
other.
AJ, real quick
Yeah.
before you ask this question because I wanted to comment on when you were like that. If you were a man, you had opinions, you would sit there and measure it all the time. I don't remember the last time I measured mine. I can't even lie. I did grab a ruler like the other day. And I was just looking at it like, But like you have so much more that you can do with your dick. You're not gonna spend your time wasting it on measuring it. I promise you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna go back. But do you know how big your dick is?
Yeah, roughly. I don't know the circumference of it, no, but the lengthwise, yeah, roughly. One size fits all.
Not always, babe. Not always.
Not always. Especially when her pussy is
Hey,
like throwing a hot dog down the hallway, player.
hey, this is my thing about
Bruh.
the loose poom poom here. If you know how to hit them walls right, then you ain't gotta worry about it, brother. If you know how to hit them
Okay,
walls right, then you ain't gotta worry about it.
Nah,
so
she better squeeze them kegels, nigga. Yo,
how would a
if you fucking me, you
woman
ain't squeezing your pussy tonight, don't fuck me. I'm sorry. I'm done.
do your
So
Kegels, ladies? You see how
somebody's
these
gonna
men
be
are out here
like,
slandering pum pum? Do your Kegels, ladies. Then that way they can't slander you and tell you nothing. They can't talk about
somebody.
hot dogs down the hallway and none of that. Do your Kegels, ladies, so they can't slander you on your good pum pum. Don't make them talk to you like that.
Hey,
You see,
George,
you
I
hear
need you to text me
Slim
that.
Savage? You hear how Slim's coming back with it? Yeah, yeah, we know. Yeah.
Listen, I got a girthy dick. I ain't gonna lie. If I can't fill your pum pum up, it's you, sweetheart. It ain't me.
I
Trust
think
me.
I need water. I feel like really traumatized right now. I don't know what's going on tonight, but y'all, Val, make me a piece of the cookie, please, because I don't even understand what the hell is going on right now. Oh boy.
This is a
My
man.
wild
guys,
start.
gentlemen, how are you? Good evening and good night. Welcome everybody to Three Guys and a Girl.
Fucking
Woo!
intro.
Let's do our
What's up?
intros
What's
from the
up?
top to the bottom. Slim, thank you so much for hosting the live. Whoever's here with us,
Thank you.
Instagram, they're not in love with me or Mr. L. We've both been blocked from going live. So they can't stop us because there's four of us. We are a pack. We are a crew. We are a gang. Fuck them people. We still going live without their permission. Slim, come with the talking.
And
Let everybody know who you
Mike and
are.
Val is the two saints, so we ain't get banded. But you know,
Right? That's okay.
we the two holy rollers. Listen, I'm genuine
Nigga, your
Slim.
penis out there too. What you mean? Anyway, go
The
ahead.
girthy penis with reference from his elbow down.
Listen,
You
that's when I'm about to nut. You know what I mean? So I'm done.
Okay,
Listen,
Hello,
I'm
hi,
Slim
sir.
Stay
Sir,
Scheming.
what is going on
I'm sorry.
tonight?
Sorry. Listen. I'm Slim Stay Scheming. I'm representing 973 Vibe. They just entered the building. I got a couple cats up in here. Please check us out on all streaming platforms. This shit is going to be wild. I'm fucking ready. I can tell. That's it. Thank you for joining, and let's get this shit rolling, dude.
Whoever joined in nice and early with our interesting conversation, thank you for joining. My name is Val, dating for millennials and Gen Z. Excuse me. Dating _ Gen YZ. What I aim to do is to help you guys cultivate the healthy dating and relationship life that you all deserve. I also do a podcast. I got a new mic. I'm amped. It's called The Intricacies
Hey,
of Dating and Relationships. So I'll be sharing that soon. You'll see what's up. Also do
perfect.
sessions, solos, couples. Want to understand your dating scene, whatever it is, DM me. I respond to all DMs. Let's get this going.
Val, are those Subway cookies?
Yes.
As long as they're not Mr. L cookies. That's it.
Am I right?
Nope. Yep. How dare you? How dare you?
Flag on the play. No nut cookies and no nut cookies. Thank you.
Ooh.
But, however, I am taking orders for Mr. L's special cookies. If anybody out there would like some Christmas ones, just throwing it out there. But
I'm
anyways,
so traumatized right now.
I am Mr. L, the host of From the Mind of Mr. L podcast, where we talk about sex, kinks, lives, filthy shit, basically. But it's entertaining and educating. You can come listen or come while you listen. I am the compassionate Dom, the sensual sadist, the southern gent with the sprinkle of filth, Mr. L.
Okay, and because I'm usually on my page, I don't even talk about myself because y'all know who I am. But since we're over on the what would this be? The south side? Because you're in. Oh, actually, no, you guys would be north. So I'm currently in Jamaica to show you how much I love our lives. I love my gang. I love my guys. I live with y'all from wherever the fuck it is that I am, and I am currently in Jamaica. AJ, Badass Jones, host of the Pum Pum Chronicles. You know what it is. So this is the last live under the MANSCAPED sponsorship. I, of course, am wearing nakedness because I'm in a hot-ass country. Forgive me, I didn't bring my T-shirt, but my guys represent always. MANSCAPED, from now till the end of the year, you can use the code Pum Pum to get 20%. Yes, show the draws. Oh, you're not going to stand?
Nice.
Poor Val. Can you stop traumatizing Val?
Get kicked off again.
See that, Val?
Yeah,
I want to kick
yeah,
off
you
again.
need to come a little bit
Hopefully
higher,
we don't
my
get kicked
friend.
off again.
Hello.
We're going to get cut off a
Okay,
lot.
all right. We got two sets. Val, where's your draws?
Here we go. There you go.
Okay.
Go,
You know what? All right. I
Products
appreciate it. Product placement. Product placement. Absolutely.
Yes.
Y'all ever watch Keenan and Kel?
Hell yeah.
Love that
No.
show.
Wow. Either way, so Keenan and Kel used to do a skit before they started the show. Like they would come out in the audience. There was a live recording. And that is what I feel like we have been doing lately. We got a little live recording. Like, all right, let's get the show started, y'all.
Yeah, word.
You got to show a little bit of the gear.
Somebody
But
trying to get us kicked off
anyone
live
who's
tonight.
interested, if you use the code PUMPUM, you get 20% off. I know several people who have purchased it already. For gifts for the holidays, gift for yourself. So I've recently used the shaver, and yeah, y'all, you really need to get one. It's so good. Like I was thinking to myself, like as a woman, I get that you can use, but it's so good. I even shave my armpit hairs. It's so good.
I told you.
It's really good. It's good and it's safe. That's the thing. That's what
Yes.
I know it's marketed to men, of course, but women can use it too. Seriously.
Yeah. it doesn't cut you. Like it
No.
really and truly doesn't cut. Whatever safeguard technique or the type of blade that they've developed specifically for this product, for this brand, they are not bullshitting. Like I don't like support a lot of stuff or like talk, you know what I mean? Like speak highly about a lot, but like because you know products fall apart, they break, they
Yeah,
come with bullshit. This product, they stand behind their name. Like it's
yeah,
an
they
amazing
do.
product. And the light
Yeah,
on the lawnmower, crazy. I was like, okay. I don't need to feel like, you know, I have to figure out an extra light underneath there to, because you know, with girls, we have to kind of like bend and twist a little bit more to get to certain things. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
no, I guess guys would be the same
Nah.
because you
Oh
gotta
yeah,
like
yeah,
figure out
yeah,
how to lift up
yeah.
your ball sack. And
Yep. You gotta
I
get the
mean, it's
goop.
not much figuring, just custom.
Yeah.
you know,
And you
Slim,
know,
I'm gonna have to talk to you separately after this is done because you're really trying to traumatize me tonight, and
I'm just saying, it's
I don't
not
know what's
much
going
figuring.
on. What?
We ain't got to hold flaps open. That's all I'm saying. But look, I I really like this product personally because
Yes,
the way it fits in my hand, like the shape of the actual shaver itself is
Yes.
lightweight, but you could
yes,
tell it's not made like on no bullshit quality. Like it ain't no
yes,
bullshit Con Air product that are like, you know what I mean? This is like it's constructed well, you know what I mean? It's not breaking down, it's not
yes.
chipping, you know what I mean? I got one product that I used to use prior and the blade started chipping away. You know what I'm saying? This shit is not going
ooh,
nowhere.
I
So,
didn't do that.
I fuck with it.
And that's sorry, that's another thing that you mentioned that surprised me as well is how lightweight it is. I was really expecting it to feel heavier, like the wall shavers and that kind of stuff. I just figured it was one of those kind of things, but it's light as hell. Like,
Very
yeah,
light.
the
Hey,
contour, the
yeah.
design is really nice.
tell Kay to make sure she use code Poom Poom, get 20% off if she,
So
she ever
Yes,
listen
trying to
though,
treat
try.
right?
treat
Hey,
yourself. Don't cheat
Listen.
yourself.
oh, I like that,
Y'all
AJ.
are
I
talking about
like that.
y'all are talking about the lawnmower, right? Which is
Yep.
Yes.
fantastic. I manscaped it. It's been a few days now, but when I got my shower after work today, I threw on some of that ball deodorant and the ball
Oh,
toner, and I'm
It's
telling you that
nice.
smell
I haven't
feels
opened mine yet.
relaxing.
I'm gonna open it. I wanna.
Listen, the
I
ball
think
It's
she
toner
nice.
might
like
go.
sprays,
Yeah.
and it was like just
Yeah.
give two little sprays. And it's
Yep.
like a little mist that just shoots out on your balls, and it's just so relaxing. I'm just like,
Okay.
oh,
I don't have balls, but I would spray it on my pum pum same way on the top part. I'm just saying because we're talking about testicles and you know. Okay, so Nick from Erotic Boudoir actually just made a really good point. She just kind of stated something, but I want to ask you guys: would you let your woman groom your nether regions? Would you let your woman
I
groom?
I've let
Absolutely.
a submissive groom my nether regions before.
Sorry, say that again, please, sir.
I let a submissive of mine shave my nether regions before.
How was that?
It was interesting.
That's not the answer that I was
She
looking
wanted
for. That didn't sound positive.
no, it was like it was good. Like, she did her
Okay.
thing because, I wasn't she used like the just like one of the regular razor blades, I guess. And
Mm-hmm.
like it worked fine. There was no nicks, no
Okay.
cuts, none of
You're
that.
real
She
trustworthy.
she knew what she was doing. It was a
Not a
reward for
straight
her
razor,
because she
right?
wanted to try. No, not like a straight razor.
Oh,
Like the Bics and whatever. I don't know
yeah,
the
yeah,
Bic,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
whatever it
Okay.
is. Yeah, yeah.
Two blades.
Like one of
Got
those
you.
with like the handles and stuff. Yeah.
Right.
And so yeah, it was she saved it all. Like all of it. And it was cool. I was like, you know what? Because she could see some areas that I couldn't reach, and it was like, yo, through the
Val
leg
looked
up.
perplexed.
No, I can dig it.
I mean, it was
I'm
like
interested.
imagine like it's like a like low key like a spa type treatment thing,
Okay.
but like
Yeah, I'm
something you
saying.
don't get from a spa,
So did she like
So
massage the oil into the balls after
yeah,
and all that
yeah,
kind of
oh
stuff?
yeah,
Hey,
I got the
Court.
whole thing. I got the whole thing.
Did you have to coach her through? That's a good question. Did you have
Good
to coach?
question.
Yes.
Did I have to coach
Good
her through?
question.
Yeah.
I let her know what I wanted shaved, and everything. And I let her do her thing because, you know, women
Mm,
usually are
better
more
question.
oh, I got you in a second, George, but like women tend to shave more than men do, correct?
Yeah.
We do.
So I would trust, a woman a lot sooner than I would have trusted myself to try and get all of those areas because
Okay.
y'all are used to, shaving yourselves, especially like from a young age. That's not something that
Yes.
men were going to be. Oh, hey, Court. AJ, not the only one in
Hey,
here, by
Court.
the way. But
Yeah.
Uh,
Word.
but
Nah, nah,
anyway,
nah,
so
nah.
so to
Give her
George,
some love.
George's question was I sitting or standing? Oh man, I was sitting with the legs up,
Oh, really? Nice.
legs up. I told you she saved everything.
So hold
Oh,
on.
Gucci
Sorry.
on, Gucci on, nice.
Gucci
Sitting
on,
sitting
Gucci
with your
on.
legs up,
Booty
where
all
were your
on.
legs braced?
I
Like
had
this,
them
man.
on,
You
or
know the
either
players,
I
AJ.
sat them on the like side of the chair,
Okay.
or I just had I was holding them up, letting her do her thing. She took her time, nice smooth strokes,
It's probably soothing, yo.
cleaned it. It was. That's what I'm saying. It was like relaxing. I was like, yo,
Yeah, it probably was. Yo, some
I'm
G shit
cool
So
sound
with that.
relaxing. Sounds some shit I go
can
for,
I
G.
can I just do a quick disclaimer? A day of royalty. I'm so sorry because the look on Val's face is like he's trying to figure out how can I
I'm
work this into a
Yo,
conversation with my wife.
I'm
hey baby,
learning. I'm
you want to try
Hey,
this
listening.
baby.
lawnmower
I am
on me
taking
real
this
quick?
in.
Hey,
I'm like the
baby, you going to the
audience right now,
podcast?
you know.
He's about to
And
love you,
then
mama.
but then afterwards, I treated her to letting her suck my dick.
I was gonna say because when you're down there and then you start to aisle up the things and make sure it's all
I
nice and
I could see it in her eyes. I was like, go
Yo,
ahead. I gave
ain't
it a
nothing
head
wrong with that,
nod, and then
man.
that
Get your
was it.
balls as smooth as eggs, bro.
Right, everything was smooth, and it was ready.
Smooth.
I said, yo,
Like
you didn't just shave this for nothing.
yeah.
Get a head nod.
I
So,
hear that. I'm with it. But
If it ever came up, I would absolutely let her. Like my wife, she does my head sometimes as well, and I think she does a great job because she sees stuff that I can't, just like Mr. L said.
right.
So if it ever came up, I
I like the
yeah.
look back. All right, Val, we're rooting for you. You know
Hey,
we got
Val,
you. We're
I'm
rooting for
gonna ask
you.
you in 2 weeks, bro. That's number one. And can I just say something real quick though? And
Absolutely.
y'all just made me think of it. And Val, I'm sure you can identify as a man with a bald head. I had to get myself a fresh baldy earlier today after I left the gym, right? One thing about being single, one thing is I have nobody to check my scalp to find out if I missed a spot when I shave my head.
Yes.
I shave my head with a straight razor like an old school Puerto Rican, and my
What?
shit like I'm for real,
You
yeah,
yo.
shave your
wild
head with a
side.
straight razor by yourself?
Yeah, the fact in
Oh,
the
you're
mirror.
good.
That's a
You're trying to
Yeah,
skill.
peel off
That
piece of
is a
your head top.
skill.
That's a skill.
yeah.
You're good.
It took me a minute to get there, but that's how I do it. But and that's why it take me a long time. But I wish I had somebody just to check my scalp, check. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I did.
Um, we were gonna have a bit of a heavy discussion today,
Oh,
but
ow.
I kind of like the tone of how this is going now. So we're gonna skip past some shit and just kind of
Okay.
keep it light and lively because
Yeah,
this
we
is really
started
nice
off
and I don't
very
feel like
light.
depressing anybody. Right? Yeah, we're not gonna go out like that. Mr. L, thank you for kicking it off on a high note because I was about
Word.
to just completely
That's
kill the vibe, but we're not
you
gonna do that.
good.
So
Listen, I have done my job tonight. I'm seeing so many people in the comments like, yo, to try
Yes.
that or it's
Word.
on
Keep
the
them
menu.
coming. Keep them
973
coming.
Vibes. I don't know who over
Yo,
there running the page right now,
973.
but he said it's on the menu.
Fact. Yo,
That's
Pat.
what I'm
Shout out
saying.
to
My job
Pat.
is
sorry.
done.
Shout out to
Don't let
If
me
I
K. Shout
can
out
just
to
down.
say this,
G.
please.
Mm.
Shout out to the whole
Slim, I
squad.
don't know if you take stock of the comments as they're going by. I don't know if you're just blissfully paying attention but not paying attention.
Not
But
really.
the way Erotic Boudoir is dropping hints in the comments, Breda,
Oh,
Well, look.
you don't send a DM, say hello.
hey,
Some services were
hey,
offered if next time you
hey.
need a hand or two.
Mm,
She said she will make sure you get that spot on the scalp and the
mm,
balls, my brother.
mm,
She said all three
Yeah.
of them gonna be smooth.
mm.
Watch
Wow.
Slim's face though. Slim's like, okay, so what's the first question?
Listen, if I
Yeah.
had a green flag, green flag, let's
Right?
go.
Green flag on the Val, come on. It's been weeks. What are you doing? We
You're
need
She
more than
right.
a
said
red flag.
You're
she's
right. You're right.
she's typing in all caps. Oh,
I said what I said because
She
she's
mean
saying it with
business.
her whole
Yo,
chest.
wow.
I like
That's
that.
a big
I
chest
like
too,
that.
boy.
Yep.
Mm.
Sorry, what was that?
So that's a
Big,
big
big.
chest too.
Oh,
Well then.
In the great
you
way.
know,
All right,
boy, did I turn into Chuck Woolery? It's the dating game. I'm trying to make matches made in heaven or, lust connections. Doesn't always have to be a love connection.
Can I
Sometimes things can go on.
say something though?
Absolutely.
Y'all laughed at me about my Dick Olympics a couple weeks ago. But then Slim is here talking about swinging from the trees with his, and like he had to one up me.
It sounds so
Nah,
funny.
doesn't seem
Yeah,
too
he got
far
it from
fetched,
the
does it?
he got it from the forearm, from the elbow crease all the way
That's
down. You didn't
fucked
see
up.
that?
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
right
that's
there.
right
There
there.
we go.
There it is, right there.
There we go.
Yeah. Listen.
You see, Val? Val, we're the decent ones of the group. We're the good behaving
So
ones.
speaking
Dick
We're,
Olympics
of
just sounds so
decent
fucking
ones,
funny to
then
me, yo. It just sounds comical to my ears. And every time I hear it, it makes me laugh. It really does.
which one?
When he says Dick Olympics, it makes me laugh
The Dick
every time.
Olympic?
Yo,
those
it
would be
makes
the
me
Nut
fucking laugh.
Olympics,
Yo.
but we'll go to Dick Olympics.
Or Nut Olympics.
I've read the Dick Olympics. We did
Or
three rounds of the Dick Olympics. You didn't submit a picture back then.
I don't think we were following each other back then, but
Yeah, fucking do.
We
crank
probably
that
didn't.
out.
I had three separate panels, 3 sets of Dick Olympics, and I
No,
think it was
What were the games?
panels of 12 judges in each go round. And I
What were
had
the
people
games?
submitting pictures and videos for grading.
Can you tell me what the games were?
When did you do this?
It wasn't, there weren't actual games, so it was that they get
Or
rated
categories?
on presentation, ashiness, background,
Who the fuck did
length,
you an ashy
girth.
dick? Jesus
And if
Christ.
because there were some that, and then we
No
we
respect for
had to
themselves.
do like dick pic etiquette. Yeah, because you can't be dry and ashy and
Yeah.
send in a penis pic. There was
Can
one
I-
guy that was sitting on the toilet and took a picture. I don't know what he was thinking about.
What the fuck?
Okay. So in fairness, and this may be a little brag, but y'all remember the
How
busted
do I
challenge
qualify
during the
for next year's events? Who is dream chasing somebody? You're pressuring my
a
brain. I don't like that.
That's a 973 vibrant in the building. Yes.
Okay, I please, sir, kindly. I can't manage. Okay,
So yeah,
sorry,
I
Mr.
can't wait.
L.
I can't wait. I can't wait to drop the nude etiquette episode whenever I record it. It'll be in the new year. But so this might be a slight brag. I don't like to toot my own horn or anything, but toot toot. Y'all remember the busted challenge that happened during like the pandemic?
Yes.
So one of my followers on Twitter, I don't know if we were following each other at the time, but either way, she challenged the men to do one. I'll let your minds wonder where.
No,
it'll go.
hi. Come give me specifics, please. There are a
Okay,
lot of
so
ladies in the comments that would like specifics. We don't want to guess.
my
Yeah,
bad,
please describe
fellas.
your dick to me. Please.
So I'm not gonna get that far.
Hi, you don't get to talk to nobody after you keep grabbing your arm and looking the downward motion, sir.
I mean, okay.
So there was a competition. So she was like, you know what? I would love for it. She wanted the men to recreate it, but with nut video. You know, a nut video along with the song. So just like the
Yes.
ladies were doing the bus.
And then you come as it's saying bust it.
Oh,
Okay.
So
I need to bring that one back to life. I like that.
The winner of it, I forgot how many entries there were. I forgot how many, but it was the pot ended up being $500.
Yes. Okay, I know what you're talking about, and I remember now who did the challenge on on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Let's just
Okay.
say I was $500
And ladies were putting up money for it for the best winner.
wow.
The best video.
I was $500 richer that day.
Word?
Okay, that's unfair. I didn't get to see that video. I saw quite a few of them, but I didn't get to see yours. That's okay. I'm not advocating to see it. I'm just saying.
Niggas getting paid to get money out here, yo. That's crazy.
You feel me?
Man.
And that's why I'm like, yo, that's why I definitely promote everybody to get their coin.
Okay. We might have to. Well, not we, because that would be kind of weird for you guys to join in. But I think I might have to run a challenge like that next year. Yeah, Val, you're omitted from a lot of shit. We already know. Like,
I'm just listening.
I don't know. I might hang up my jersey, retire, let some new young kid come in and win it.
Man, fuck that. I'm getting that money.
Get that money. Get
fuck
that money.
that.
Even I'm saying get the money.
why would you see? The thing is, if I run the contest,
I like that.
Yeah, if I run the contest, I won't be one of the judges. I'll just be the organizer. So
look, ladies in here, raise your hand if you want to be a judge. Here you go. You can get
really, you're gonna get them to raise their hand now?
I mean, they come in.
Oh, trust me. I think pretty much all of them. Like, I know for sure the ones that are in the comment section already who wants to be a judge. There might be a few others.
Oh, there goes one.
To build something.
There goes another one.
So you know what? the ladies who want to be judges for a Dick Olympics contest of some kind, you can shoot me a message, just DM me and say you would like to be a judge, and then I can make a list of people who are interested in seeing extra penis.
Perverts? Who perverts? Whose name calling?
You see how Nick is saying she just wants to see two. That would be the man who keeps touching his forearm and the man in the black background, and Val, it's not me and you. It's Kana to Kana.
I'm glad we got that conversation out of the way before Kiki jumped in here.
Okay, so let me ask you a couple of questions that were submitted personally for the fellas.
Let's go.
Do you guys make noise when you have sex?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Louder the better.
Okay, that wasn't cute.
I'm joking,
Please don't
I'm
tell me that's not what you actually do.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not. Although there was this one time, right? I made a nut video, and I went back and I replayed it, and I listened to myself, and I was like, "Yo, this shit is horrible."
Let me
Sounds
tell
like
you
a
Do
lot
you
more
feel
time to
like
crank up.
in the moment it sounds sexy until after you listen to it? Because I feel like, okay, so like with women, I feel like we make really great fuck faces, but then I don't think there's anybody that really makes like a good sexy face, because it's like a cry face. There's nobody that has a cute cry face unless you're a baby. Like even ugly babies, and God forgive me for saying that, but even ugly babies have cute cry faces. I feel like as women, did somebody just say they roar? Oh wow, that's awesome.
I mean, I
But I
grunt like a caveman a little bit, son.
Do you feel like you look or sound as sexy as you think you look or sound?
Probably
No,
not.
Val?
Nah.
Yeah.
Really?
I feel like
don't
I'm
think
sexy
so.
as shit when I'm making noises. Are you kidding me? I feel like I'm the sexiest man on the fucking planet. My nipples appear. Are you kidding me how sexy I am? Are you kidding me?
Touche.
I fucking love it.
But it doesn't.
Slim
But,
said, "Look
okay,
at the dimples,
but
AJ. Look at the dimples. I'm sexy."
that ew. Don't honestly. I don't know why you guys are trying to traumatize me. I'm gonna need like a drink or two when this is done. I don't know what's going on tonight. But okay, so
Blame
Slim,
Instagram.
I know you're saying right. They have us over here
They
wilding
did.
out. Slim, I
And I'm
know
not
you're
even
saying
drinking
that
today.
physically, like you're sexy, so you know your body on a whole. But I'm saying like the fuck noises, the fuck faces, and the orgasm faces. Do you think those are sexy, or do you figure like it just goes left and nobody cares?
So I think it goes left. Nobody cares, and I say that because it's like being in the gym. In that moment, all you worrying about is coming. Like you worrying about the reaction, the release. That's all you don't give a fuck about that feel. Nobody gives. If you gave a fuck about your cum face, you wouldn't come, honestly, because nobody makes a cute cum face. You feel what I'm saying? So like,
Okay. Do women make
and
sexier cum faces than men, or
I don't know if
everybody's ugly when that nut's happening?
I can't see my own face, but I would like to imagine that we're so vulnerable at that point. And you're not. All you thinking about is that explosion in your body. So I would like to think that everybody makes a fucking disgusting, ugly fuck face. But fuck the face, it feels amazing. Who the fuck? For me, the weirder the face, the louder I am, the bigger the nut is. You feel what I'm saying? The uglier the face, the louder I fucking moan when I'm coming. I'm going to sleep afterwards. Word.
Okay.
Word.
Mr. L, you said that you think that you know for sure you don't make a cute face when you come.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't. I don't try to, because I'm like some said, like if I'm focused on the face that I'm trying to make, like, or I'm thinking about, no, I let all of my emotions, my feelings, everything go into my penis.
Mm-hmm.
Any other part of my body other than like my waist or whatever, hands, whatever, but everything else, I just let it go, let it be.
Have you ever
Now
cried?
sound,
Any of you?
I haven't, and that's like I'm
No.
like damn, like
Oh, great.
I've heard of men cry during sex because either it's that good or emotions, and I'm like
Nah.
I want to experience that one time, just once.
Really?
Like,
I've
yeah,
never
let me
cried
cry
during
You
sex.
don't.
I'll probably feel like a bitch. I wouldn't do. I could
Listen,
not like a female. I just couldn't. I would feel soft. And nothing wrong with crying, but during sex as a man, I physically cannot do that. I have called for God though. That's no
Okay.
lie.
What? You
I've called
called
for
out
God.
for God?
Yeah, after I came and shit, like, oh God, holy shit, like,
Oh.
goddamn, like God said, I'm gonna call you.
okay, so
Okay.
this crying thing. The reason why I want to experience is because I want my nut to be that overwhelming that I gotta shed a tear to.
Yeah.
Just
Okay, I'm gonna come back to
like
you in 1 second. Hold
okay,
on 1 second, because I feel like Val's just gonna give me a simple no, and then I can come back to Mr. L and this long conversation. Val, have you ever cried during an orgasm?
Never have.
Okay. Do you have a desire to cry? I need to unpack Mr. L, but we need time for this.
that's fine.
Do you have a desire to cry?
I don't have a desire, but kind of like along the realms of Mr. L, I feel like he just wants to experience it.
Okay.
So I would just want to experience it, just to see. I don't know what is it about.
I
I've
don't
never
want
done
to
it.
experience that. I don't.
I'm
I
an
Okay.
don't think I would.
experimentalist.
So Mr. L,
Yes.
you are open to the experience of being that vulnerable with someone?
So and so
Yeah,
that's where
word.
I like I don't know if it is the vulnerability, the emotions, or just like I said, because the nut is that overwhelming. Like I think it can be overwhelming without tying the emotions into it, possibly.
Okay.
Like if anybody ever here like either blacked out or seen stars when they came.
I think
So
I have.
imagine that feeling. It wasn't like an emotional thing, right? It was
Okay.
just because that feeling was
Yeah,
overwhelming.
that's my point. Yeah.
So
Right.
that's
Okay,
what I'm
okay.
getting at. Is like, yo, it's that overwhelming that I'm just like, yo, now, when I get my person, my woman, and my wife, if I shed a tear or two in the bedroom, because it's like,
Then
yo,
that's
it's
different.
good. This is
Yeah.
everything's feeling great, then I'm fine with that. But
Yeah.
like right now, I just want it to be that overwhelming that a tear or two, just like, yo, the fuck was that?
Yeah. So,
Best nut
see
I've
Okay.
that
ever
that
So
had.
right there, I've done that. I've said that. I've looked at the person who made me crumble and say, "What the fuck was that?" Like, you know what I mean? I've told a woman that she's dangerous and we can't keep doing this because the chemistry was that on point. It was that fire. You feel what I'm saying?
do you
But
get mad at yourself for like expressing that moment of okay, so
I don't get mad at myself. But you know me, I got in trouble. I got to be for me to come. I got to be vulnerable. So you know what I mean. If you got me to the point where you got me coming, then you may be able to get. You're gonna get a whole lot more of me versus me just stabbing you up and stabbing your guts and shit. You feel me? Like,
stabbing?
I'm just saying. I'm using that. I'm using that language to let you know to give you a frame of reference of the difference. You understand my point?
Okay.
Like,
Okay, so and this is probably going to be like a bad thing to say, but okay, so I've made people cry, not with any kind of intention, not because I knew that it was going to happen, but then for me, it creates this weird kind of awkward moment because now I have to like make you feel better and like rub on your back and talk to you extra
yeah, it's
about
too
like
much.
what just happened. And I'm an asshole like that because, okay, so if I went with the intention for us to have like a good session, for both people to achieve orgasm, have great sex, and then it turns into you crying, I'm honestly going to put my clothes on and go home and tell you I'll call you later.
I've
I
had
know
women
So
something.
cry off of orgasm though. What's the difference?
yeah, I have too.
Ah.
And
On more than one occasion.
and I
What?
think I
Yes,
think
that's
that's the
100. I'm not
thing.
even bragging. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely 100. I don't see the difference.
You've made a woman cry.
Yes, definitely 100. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'll put it in the and flip it around. If I'm with any man that makes me cry when we're having sex, I'm still getting dressed and go home, and we're not ever having a conversation about it. Cause
Off,
I don't know, like
off of
I have
orgasm?
to figure
No.
out that part of myself, but that, yeah, no, no.
What's
I
the
I
mean,
feel
reason
like
behind that, though?
you know why? Because then I feel
yeah.
like they have this strange kind of okay, because men and not
Mm,
all men,
okay.
but
I
men
heard
like
that.
to like, oh, you remember the last time I fucked that pussy and made you cry? I'm not on that foolishness with nobody because then I feel like it's going to be a tit for tat, and
But
now I
who's
have to
really
match up
saying
your
that?
whole life.
Who's really
Now I
saying
have to
that?
broke down your dolly house to make
Niggas are
you
just
feel
saying
like
that
you're not in
so
control of nothing. I don't
so
want that to be used against me.
I
No
like that
time
fight.
in
I like
life.
that tension. I like that sexual tension a little bit.
but
If
see,
you
I
can
don't
put
have
it,
to say it because you already know. I can just give a look. Words ain't gotta be said. I'm just like I one of the greatest reactions that I've ever gotten, she was crying and her legs were shaking for a good
hmm
few minutes. Like
hmm
she was like, no,
Dang.
do not touch me.
hmm
Like
hmm
just sitting
hmm
there, legs shaking. I was just like, oh.
Sitting in a puddle, in her own puddle. Word.
See, I
So
know I'm going home. I'm gonna dry myself off and I'm going home. Like, and I
Yo,
don't want
so
us to have a conversation about what just happened.
no, we ain't gotta
No,
talk about it. We don't gotta
no,
talk
no,
about it.
we don't actually.
But
now
we know what happened.
it depends. Were you talking junk beforehand?
Ah,
Okay, so hold on. So of the women that
Uh,
you've made cry, does that create an obsession? You know what I mean? Okay, so let me put it into context. So you help someone achieve an orgasm that they've never achieved before. Val, please feel free to weigh on this one as well. And it doesn't have to be like super personal to your marriage, because I never want to. I'm always trying to be mindful of treading into that area, so we can go back into like. But if you've ever made a woman super emotional after having sex with her, does that create a different type of attachment with women?
I feel like it does, and I'm gonna say that based off my last two experiences. I'm gonna say that we had this conversation about dropping it off the proper way the first time, making that first
Right.
impression, and we all agreed that that's something that's very important. You know what I'm saying? Because we not gonna be dogging me out in these streets. So with that being said, my goal is I'm a pleaser first. You know what I'm saying? So my goal is to make you come and make you cry, make you crumble. If I do that, and typically what I've noticed in my last two experiences is that it does get a bit more emotional, or even though if they try to fight it, it may get a little bit more hard to fight because damn, I
Yes.
know this dick is that fucking good. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know, and blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. However, the difference is of those two who had those two different experiences, one of them I could talk to and, get back on track. Like, listen, it's not that type of party. Thank you. Thanks for the compliment. The other one just couldn't handle the shit and had to get left alone. You feel what I'm saying? Where we don't even speak
Right.
anymore. But one of them I can still maintain a friendship with. So yeah, I definitely think that you could fuck somebody's life up, definitely.
Okay. So some of the comments that are so Eston Marie said that her tears weren't for how good it was, even though it was great. It was more about the release.
Yeah, I think that
Okay.
is
Um,
very important.
Okay.
Halima I am definitely creates a different type of attachment because for most people, crying equals vulnerability during sex. So
Crying
Val, do
equals
you think it
vulnerability,
creates
period.
Okay, can it
Mm-hmm.
create a dangerous attachment? If you
Oh,
have brought a
absolutely.
woman to an orgasm where she's crying and she's emotional, can that create a dangerous type of emotional attachment?
100%.
Okay,
Definitely. Because I mean, it could be an experience that she's never felt before. So now she
right.
needs it. She needs to keep having it, keep coming back, keep coming back. So definitely. I've never, in my experience, I've never seen it as a bad thing, like individuals that I speak to.
Okay.
So which is great, but I know that there's individuals out there that they're just like, damn, it was that good. I need it. I need it. And I'm putting emphasis on the word need, not even
Right.
want. I need this.
I know that
Okay.
feeling.
Mr. L, your
So
thoughts on that? Does it create more of a dangerous attachment? Does it have the potential to create a dangerous attachment when you've assisted someone in reaching that level of emotion through orgasm?
I'm not answering George.
Yes, there's a possibility that it could create a dangerous attachment. Because like they said, I think it was S. Marie, said like that vulnerability when
Right.
you're crying. You can, in a lot of situations, if you let a person see you cry, like you're being vulnerable. A lot of people see it as that way. So there's something special about you in that moment or whatever. And so it's like, okay, you saw this during sex and you just gave me great sex. On top of that, like it can be a drug, I guess. And I'm not saying that, the person's gonna expect it every single time, but it's just the
Right.
connection that was just made. Like if you experience something with someone, I hate to say it like in this way, but like in a traumatizing way, you know, y'all two just went through that together. Y'all saw
Right.
that, like now, unfortunately, y'all have a type of bond and a type of connection. Same thing with this. Y'all just experienced that together. There's some type of bond or some type of connection after that. Now, not all the time, but it is possible.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay.
I definitely think that the crying will, like you said, even if it's not necessarily out of emotion, like, and most of the time, I don't believe it really is out of emotion. Like, like she said, I think it's more so just the pressure to release, what I mean, the
Hmm.
overwhelmingness of the whole situation. But, it can be a dangerous game. I know that for a fact. But there's never a need. I feel like that's kind of weak minded. You know what I mean? I feel like you need some pussy or you need something. I mean, I like fucking, I like having sex, got a high sex drive, but I don't need pussy. I just like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never really a need. I feel that's a weak-minded. And even when I see female posts, oh, the dick was so good, you know, I had called this nigga 50, I forgave him 60 times, or that stupid shit like that. Like, no dick can
Okay.
be that good. I don't understand that shit.
Okay, so let me ask you a question based on that. Do you think, in your personal opinions, that women are easier to get attached after having great sex, or are men easier to get attached after having great sex?
I'm gonna say
So,
I think
so hold on. I'll go one step further. So you cause a woman, or you assist a woman in having the type of orgasms that she's always wanted to have but has never been able to achieve. You give her the sun, the moon, the stars, the whole nine. Consequently, on the flip side of that, if you are a man who's never come from head, but she's giving you that Jill Scott two-hand twist, suction, gok gok 2000 to the back of your lungs type of thing, and you actually come from head, watch Mr. L. When you come from head from the first time in your life, and you're like, do you think that moment, and kind of just in general, do women get more attached by great sex, or do men get more attached by great sex?
I think it's equal, to be honest with you. To be honest, guy, from the sex perspective,
Really?
and mainly the sex, because as much as a nigga like to stunt and act like he not, and you know, I'm this, I'm that. No, I think that when the right woman put her down on a right, and you know what I mean, and the chemistry is there, I think a man will be. He may not be as loud and robust about it. You know what I'm saying? He may not be wearing on his sleeve as much, but
Right.
and he may not try all the different avenues that a female may necessarily try. You know what I'm saying? Where even a female may try to cater you in other ways, start cooking, cleaning. How can I do this? How can I help you for this? How can I be in your space? A male may not necessarily do all those other things, but
When can I come over?
when can I? Yeah, you know, when he send that text at 3 a.m. and throw that shit, you know, see if that shit stick or not. You know what I'm saying? And you hit him back like, oh, come through at 2 a.m. when it's fucking hours. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna have
we
to
do that shit.
not say you're wrong because I don't think anybody's wrong or right here, but
No,
I'm
you
gonna
get
have to say
it's
this.
whatever your
It's
thoughts and
Yeah.
opinions are. You don't have to agree
I,
with anyone. You don't have to toe the line. It's what you think personally. Are women
No.
easier to get attached, or are men easier to get attached?
I think it's women definitely.
Okay.
You we see it a lot actually, where say like the
I know
scenario.
niggas fall in love with strippers, bro.
It's true.
My guy,
It's
Um,
true.
behave.
I'm just saying.
we got T-Pain's out here. Um, but you will see a man driving around in a 2013 silver Toyota Camry with the Hello Kitty on the steering wheel before you will see a woman driving around in the Camaro that he just got with his money, army money or something like that. Like we, unfortunately, it happens. Women, and we talk about it all the time. A lot of podcasts do, a lot of lives do, especially that are led by women, because they will bypass a lot of the toxic traits that a man has or the negative things because he got some good dick. You know, he's like, yo, all right, he's sleeping on his boy couch, but he got some good dick. He still gonna make sure he stay
Right,
around.
right.
I Now don't get me wrong, there's good pussy out there, you know. But I've seen it happen more times with women than a man being like, oh yo, I'm sticking around because her pussy is incredible. Like, nah, he might keep her lingering around, but he also probably pursuing other ones as well. And I think that part of
True.
that is also that women are more loyal than men are, even when they're not supposed to be loyal, you know.
Right.
So I think that that also plays into the fact of why women can be more dickmatized, especially when it's a good dick
Yes.
and you know you just like yo, and that from word on the streets is it's hard to find good dick, versus good pussy out here. So I've heard.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Mm.
Val, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think that women are easier to get attached after having great sex, or are men more likely to get attached after having great sex?
I personally believe that women do get attached way more than men compared to men. And I only think it's because, to be very honest, it seems as if I'm gonna say that because everybody thinks something different. Females are more emotional. females
Yes.
act more unemotional than men do, you know.
Yes.
And then Mr. L just said it perfectly. The fact, like, this man may not really have anything going for him, but the fact that he has good dick, that's going to get you. He's stuck. You're stuck. He's stuck in the mind now, you know. And see, I actually just had a good friend who went through this situation too. And my question is legit. I asked her straight up. I was just like, why? Why? You know, I like to dig
Yes.
deep. I like to ask these questions. And she did say that, but she said it like in passing. Like something like, I'm not going to pick up on that. I'm going to pick up on that, you know? Like, don't say that in passing to me. Like, nope, let's go back. You just said that he does not have this, he does not have this, and he doesn't have ambition. Ambition, one of the number one things that a
Right.
lot of females look for in a man. He does not have that. What was keeping you? We know what was
The
keeping you.
penis.
So,
Exactly.
yeah, no, I definitely think it is more women than men. But Slim said something that was very interesting that I wanted to touch on too, because the fact I want to highlight the fact that men do this as well. It is very like just underneath the surface, like all the slick stuff. Like, what are you doing at 1 a.m.? You know, the little flirts here and there. You miss me? Like, so how was
Right.
last
Casting
night?
lines,
You
Right.
know,
casting
things like
lines.
But
that, trying to stay on the mind, you know? So it's
do you think
definitely,
that is? I'm sorry, didn't mean to cut you
no,
off.
go
But do
ahead.
you think
You
that
good.
that is more of because he's pussymatized? I don't know what it is. Strung out on the
Yeah,
Pussy
pussy,
whip.
or
it's
do
pussy whip.
Pussy whip.
pussy?
Oh,
Is it more along the lines of pussy whipped, or do you think it's? I usually think it's because of the outside of like yes, sex included, but the outside things. Because like, say if she's cooking for him, or
That's what I'm
she's
Right.
doing
saying.
this and that, yes.
Yeah.
But then
nah.
like so, but then that takes out the factor of the digmatized versus the pussy whip because like pussy whip, although in terms of use it whenever a woman is doing these things for you and she got you or
Yeah,
whatever, like you gonna hit her up and stuff. But like if we're talking strictly the vagina,
word.
strip versus strictly the dick.
That's what I'm
Right.
So like, do
saying.
you
Like,
think that it
Yeah.
is
None of
more
the
along the
extra
lines of
stuff.
the
No.
the
Yeah. None of the
vagina
extra stuff.
or
Just the sex.
Yeah,
just sexualized, I still believe that it could
100%.
be equal, or even men could be sometimes worse. Because, like George said, men is territorial, and Val, you made a good point. Women are emotional. They are more emotional. You're absolutely right. I'm not trying to like throw shade and shit. They are
No.
more
No. We
emotional.
are. That's a
However,
proven fact.
men are emotional too because we're fucking humans. So we're emotional too. But because
Right.
they deal with emotions more, I feel like when these sudden rush of emotions do come over, I feel like they are more equipped to deal with them a little bit more, despite the stereotype red button woman president bullshit. Fuck all that. I feel like women know how to handle emotions a little bit more, whereas a man, yeah, we got emotions, but we don't deal with our shit. So sometimes when we get a rush of them, we go to fuck crazy. That's why when a man find out that his bride to be was fucking his best friend at his wedding, he come and shoot the whole altar up. Little, men do crazy shit when we get hurt, when we get these emotions that we can't cope with. We tend to do more psycho dyko shit. I ain't trying to say that fucking females don't. They
Right.
do too. Like the
right?
astronaut lady who drove with a diaper to go from like
Yes.
Texas to
Go
Florida and
kill.
shit. Yeah, to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy
Yeah,
too. But I feel like men, when we do hit these rush of emotions, I feel like sometimes it manifests in oftentimes violent fucking ways or fucked up ways because we're not used to coping with those emotions and dealing with them.
But I think when it comes just down to straight sex itself, women
Mm-hmm.
are definitely whether it's rearing, it's just the natural nature of us being nurturing. Women, I feel like we carry our feelings in our pom pom. So especially if a man, or a partner brings us to orgasm and we haven't had an orgasm before with whoever we're with, it's like there's a light switch, the love light switch gets flicked on, and
Love light
somehow
switch.
we start to equate his ability to bring us to orgasm, his attentiveness to what our body needs, the way that he handles us, the way that he moves with us, we somehow start to equate that with him more than liking us, that it's somewhere in the realm of love. Because why would he do that to me? Why would he do that to my body? Why would he treat me like that? I know he doesn't fuck other bitches like that, so if he's doing that with me, it must be special, it must mean XYZ. Or even something as simple as, you may just be tired after the sex is good, and you're laying in the wet spot, not because you really want to lay in the wet spot, but because you're back tired and you're lay down, and she's thinking to herself, oh, he's cuddling with me in the wet spot. this must mean something. We
that a thing?
unfortunately, yeah, we carry our feelings in our vagina. Not all of us, because I'm a savage, so we won't. But most women carry their feelings in their pom pom, and when we get good sex, there's a love switch. I promise. It's like a button that gets pushed, and the flood of emotion, that gate, just opens up.
But is that a thing about
I
laying
want
in a
to.
wet spot, a man? Is that like a real thing?
Huh?
Is that a real thing? Like a man laying in a wet spot? Is that like sentimental to you, to females?
You know what?
I never
Yeah,
heard some
there is
shit
a
like
lot
that.
of women that I've talked to, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, if he cuddles with me in the wet spot, you know, that's really meaningful." I'm like, "Bitch, what? It means you're
What?
cold and wet.
Yep.
Yeah,
What
I
are you
got some
talking
change
about?
sheets. Shit.
Nope. Nope.
I just want to get up and take a hot bath and come and put a towel down and maybe lay down on the towel, but lay in the wet spot, not Regin. Nobody's doing that.
Nah, lay that ass
But
in the wet
there are
spot.
women that I know that legitimately equate that to
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Word.
it's a love emotion. Like he's laying with me in the wet spot and cuddling. He's
And that's
tired because he just did a
Yeah, what if you
whole
just a savage and
round.
shit, man? Like,
and,
yeah,
and so that was a point that I wanted to bring up as well. Is like as men, like I mean, some do. You know, I'm not speaking for all men, but I think for the majority of us, we don't carry our emotions in our dick. You know,
Right.
like we've talked about plenty of times. What is it that men look for in a partner? For the most part, that we look for. You know, that safety, that comfortability, things like that, right? So we carry it all up in here for the most part. You know,
Yes.
that's where our emotions are. So therefore, that's why I'm like, yo, that's why I think women become more stigmatized because men, all the things that you were saying, Slim, I agree with you 100%. But that's when like
Yes, the
all of
release
this
of
is getting catered to,
oxytocin.
not all of that down there.
yeah, I guess I
Right.
agree. I never thought about that, but we're definitely in our heads because you're right. As much sex shit as I post and I talk and I know I like what I like and this that, and the third,
I don't have
that
to
can
have
also
it.
go out the window. I'm more focused on your brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're
Like,
more logic centered and less emotional.
Exactly.
yeah,
Because even when you're thinking about it, the truth of the matter is, I feel like men do most of the work in the bedroom. It just is what it is. Sometimes you'll get a woman that's a champion writer and she wants to be, she might have the little Meg Stallion knees. But for the most part, we want to lay down and we want to tick cock. We don't
I
want to
don't want to get
necessarily get
read
our.
in 30
Sometimes we
minutes.
want to be in control and write it. Absolutely.
yeah.
But for men, strategically, when you're in pom pom, you're thinking about how do I make her come? How do I position her? How do I use her body to the best advantage so she can feel all that she needs to feel? How can I? So your logic, you know what I mean? Like even though you're in the moment, even though you're in the pom pom, even though you're giving out the joy and the pleasure, you're thinking strategically about how can I do X, Y, Z. We're on the receiving end thinking, what is this man trying to do to me? Lord God, please stop butter out me. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, this feels so good. I can't believe he's fucking. Why are you fucking me like this? And all that other emotional shit. That's where we are versus where you guys are. Slim.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm fucking you so good. That's number one. So you're not gonna have to worry
I
about it.
don't, that wasn't really like a
Number
question. It was
two,
just kind of like a
listen.
statement, Slim. Slim, you're just on one tonight. Britta, what's going on?
Yeah, Slim's on one today. It's
I'm
Instagram
You're
telling
like
you.
in super share mode tonight. Like, what's up?
I'm just
Hey,
saying. We
Val,
Instagram.
Val, the next Wednesday that we do this, I need you to be the host. I think that's what it is.
time.
Yes,
Oh, I'm feeling
please.
myself.
Please.
I'm feeling myself. Nah, look.
Crazy.
I mean, I don't know. I'm with you. I guess I'm with you on that one.
I'm just
100%.
saying that when it
So,
when it comes down to sex, when we're in heteronormative terms, men are
yes.
definitely more logic based. Not that they're not in the moment and that not that they're not enjoying the sex, but they're more focused on how can I make this better? Oh my God, no, I don't want to come. How can I give her a couple more strokes? Should I slow down? Should I speed up? What is
Oh
her
yeah.
body saying to me? Should I talk to her? Should I not talk to her? Men are thinking logically about what's going on, whereas women on the receiving end, like I said, we're thinking things like, oh my God, why are you fucking me like this? Oh my God, his dick is so good. Do I scream? If I scream, is he going to get scared? Do I scratch him? Do I bite him? Like we're thinking about it from the emotional end of it in receiving. You understand what I mean? Does that make sense?
Makes
That dude,
sense.
but I be thinking how good this pussy is too, and shit. This shit good as a motherfucker. It's wet.
I
She's
know,
rocking
hold
it.
on.
All
I
that
know
shit.
you're
I said,
thinking about that, but then you're thinking to yourself, how can I stroke it to make it wetter?
Hmm.
oh yeah, definitely.
How can I
Yeah.
get it,
How do I get
especially
deeper
the
and
reactions?
curve and
How
it come
Exactly.
out? And
We're
the
not
yeah,
thinking,
reactions?
definitely.
how can he stroke it to make it wetter? We're thinking,
Uh,
why the fuck is my pussy so wet? Why is he stroking it? Like, you see that we're thinking the
Gotcha.
same thing, but in
It's
different ways.
different.
We're thinking
yeah.
about it from an emotional standpoint. You guys think about it from a logical, like, how can I get more of
Mechanical.
this?
Yeah, mechanical
Right. How can
standpoint.
I make it
Hmm.
squirt more? How can I make
Yeah,
it wet up
definitely.
itself? You know what I mean?
Why
Makes
is he
sense.
making me pass out? here I go
Exactly.
passing out. Like, and then I'm like, damn,
This
how can I
muscle
get up and
doesn't
pass
get
out
so tight.
again?
You ever fuck
Yes.
somebody? Yo, you ever fuck and be like, how
Absolutely.
the fuck is she doing this? You ever thought that to yourself? Like, how is she doing this?
A couple times, few times.
Did somebody say
There's
you're
been
thinking
some
about falling
crazy.
in love? No, no, no. We don't think about falling in love when we're having sex.
Who said that?
Don't do that to
No.
yourself.
Who said that?
You're not thinking
No.
about falling in love. Was that for
No.
the
No.
female though? I want to dig a little bit deeper on
Some
that
women
one.
do. Some women
Yeah.
think.
You can
I'm
have
telling you,
love, but you can
there
make
is
love, but
science behind it. Women
Yeah.
are more emotionally attached when having sex than men are. We go into more of a love space, especially when it's really good. Or if you've been with a man who's super attentive. So like he's legitimately kissed every part of your
Attentive.
body, touched on and felt on and rubbed every part of your body. In your mind, you're saying to you see, dirty smutty
yeah,
down there.
that's the problem.
In your
Yeah.
mind, you're saying to yourself, he's paying this much attention to
Mm-hmm.
me. He must love me in some kind of way.
So I'm
Even if
only
you're
gonna
not
give.
saying that actual word to yourself, that is the thought process that a lot of women go through when the intimacy is really good.
Yep. I'm gonna be that
Ooh.
intimate when I'm in love. Like, so if I'm truly like love you and I'm really like liking you like my girl, then yeah, you're gonna catch a different level of intimacy. I'm gonna kiss you from head to toe. I'm gonna massage you. I'm gonna give you some foreplay. I'm gonna do a whole lot of things that are different and a lot more slower,
And that's why
probably,
you have these women falling in love with you because you're
and
not drawing a
simple.
line in the sand. You can't
So,
give.
question.
Listen to me. I, as your big sister, become a love owner. Val, you're different because you can give Queen the good dick all the live long day. The rest of owner, the other two, you can't be giving good dick to every woman. They can't manage. I'm telling you that.
Slim and Val, I think we had this conversation on the episode or before, whatever. But I had this talk with my boy because there was this young lady who, we were intimate with each other, and we had already established like I'm not looking for a relationship type deal. She was cool with that. We were having sex and this, that, and the other. But then started, she started getting some feelings with some stuff, and at that point, I was talking to one of my boys about it, and he's like, "Hey, you gotta stop giving a great dick," and I was just like, "Well, I don't know how to give anything else. Like, how am I supposed to tone down my
Right.
dick and find pleasure in it and the fact that please because I'm a pleaser as well, so I'm going to do. I mean, there can be certain things that I will withhold, of course, but
Right.
even then, just paying attention to the small details is what I do, so that way I know, because I want you to get yours and I want you to be able to enjoy it. So I ask you, AJ, even though I know you're savage, how do I go from giving great dick to good dick, or to dick that just gets me by enough?
Yeah, how do I do that? I'm trying to kill me pussy. Like,
Yeah, try to kill the
I
pussy
was
without
breaking
trying to
up.
kill the pussy. Okay, so I feel like it's a couple of things, right?
All right.
So long, deep stroking the pom pom will get you in trouble every time. And I say that because there's a point where you're like knocking on the cervix, knocking on the door, knocking on the bottom of the pom pom.
mm-hmm.
That will always get you into trouble. That pleasure pain combination for women, it sends our brains into a frenzy and we're not able to process anything because
I used to
all we're
hit the
thinking
bottom.
about is how amazing it feels. I'm telling you, it scrambles your brain. And so now you go from like, oh my God, like this feels like everything. And even if you look, okay, so say that you've beat the bottom out of her pom pom and she's orgasm left, right, or center. When she's laying there, you look at a woman's face and you can legitimately see her like, oh my God, what just happened? Oh my God,
Processing,
I
yeah.
can't believe that just happened. Oh my God, why did it feel like that? Oh my God, what did he do to me? And then you're going through the gamut of emotions, thinking to yourself, well, he doesn't fuck everybody like that. It's just me. So, okay. So hitting the bottom of the pussy every single time, don't do it to yourself. You can have really great sex with a woman without hitting the bottom of the pussy every single time. I'm telling you, the second you start knocking on that door, you're asking for trouble. Does that make
I feel like,
sense?
yeah, I feel like this got lectured, though.
So
Yeah,
so don't use my whole
in a good way.
You can, no, that's not what I said.
Can I make it squirt?
Yeah, if you want stalkers. Yeah, listen to me.
I mean,
You can, you
You're
can,
taking all the
hold on.
fun.
You can long stroke the pom pom without knocking on the bottom. You can do that. I'm telling you, the second you start tapping on that door, whether it's going to release the most intense orgasm or not, you have to be prepared with the emotional attachment that comes with it. Okay, think about it at any point in time. Okay, you're having sex with a young lady, and the sex is going great, and you say to yourself, I'm going to put a little bit more force in it. I'm going to put a little bit more oomph in it. And you start knocking on that door, does her whole demeanor not change?
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
Every time.
Her demeanor could change.
I got to be more disciplined, I guess.
Change.
You
However,
have, no,
we have to
honestly,
have a conversation. Let's just have a conversation. That's all I'm saying. If your demeanor starts to change, if we start saying, listen, we just fucking and blah, 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 and I start knocking on the bottom, hitting the door, peeking on the cervix at this point, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you start changing a little bit, that's fine.
Yep.
That's cool because it's almost expected. But let's have
But you have to pay attention to what the change is.
Yes,
you have to pay it. Hold on. You have to pay attention to what the change is, because one of two things will happen. She'll either go with it and it'll turn into like just really great sex where she understands what is happening, or when you try to go back to just the gentle stroke, she's not going to want that. What she's going to want is the feeling of you knocking on the door and knocking on the cervix that you were giving her, that is bringing her into that space of frenzy. Especially if it's something that she's never felt before.
So once you get it, you can't take it back, like social services.
You how do you take it back?
How do you take it back?
Yeah.
Well,
me just want to know how you take it back, Slim. Slim, how you take it back?
Okay, so it's the same thing with me. You give me something I like, it's not a one-time thing because it's my birthday. That shit's on the menu every night, right? That's what that means.
I'm not gonna say every night.
Not every night.
Don't take it back. You can't take it back. How you gonna
take it back? At least about 4 times out the month.
Right, but it's not the same, because that's not something that you're gonna want all the time.
Because
it's different. It's not the same thing. You have to think about it. It's easier for men to come than for women to come. So if you get someone who is controlling your pussy, and not in like a oh my god kind of way, but they're giving you everything that you need, they're paying attention and giving you more, that's a completely different thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I get it. I 100% get it.
You just have to be prepared for what comes with it. And if you're not prepared to deal with it, just manage your stroke. Yeah. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be giving her good dick. It doesn't mean that you're not going to make her come. It's just the level of intensity that comes with the orgasm.
AJ,
and you have to be prepared for that. Because you have to deal with the fallout of it.
And bring me closer. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do when she grabs my ass or wraps her leg around my back and brings me closer to put?
But that's your fault.
How?
You can't control. Hi, Mr. Talking about I'm in the gym all the time, Mr. Abs and six pack, Mr. Back strength, Mr. Back muscles, Mr. Forearm, bicep, and everything else. You want to tell me that you can't control yourself when she wraps her legs around you? Stop it.
Okay. All right.
So what you do in that case is, okay, you grab her around the throat, roughly right here.
Thank you.
Right here. And you squeeze. And then you whisper in her ear, move your fucking legs.
Thank you kindly.
And if she doesn't, then you just give her a little bit more squeeze. I'm not going to fucking repeat myself. She's going to release the legs. She's either gonna release them legs or you're going to cut her breath off.
Cis women, sex with men are not getting... Okay, so most cis women who have sex with men are not getting regular orgasm. And that's why I'm saying, if you bring her to a point where she is now having regular orgasms with you, and especially because you've done a particular technique or you feel like you're going to do a particular thing to get a type of result from her, you need to be prepared for what I don't want to say fallout because that sounds like a bad thing, but you need to be prepared with the emotional shockwaves that come thereafter. Because it's going to be a lot. Like Mr. L said, she may cry. She may go into an emotional space. She may be a bitch like me and put her shit on and go the fuck home because she doesn't want to deal with it. And then you have to figure out, like, is she mad at me? Am I going to see her again? There's a lot of emotional baggage that comes with women in having orgasms, especially when they haven't had them before.
You need to butt naked at the door while she's driving away, Slim, and you wondering like what happened.
With good dick, with great dick comes great responsibility. You have to be responsible. It's like, okay, so for me, I would liken it to giving head.
Until I'm married.
I'm gonna beat your ass, and that's not even true. It's like giving head, right? I know that there's a way that I give head that I can't give head to everybody like that. And I'm a pleaser. I love sucking dick. Yes, I'm saying that in our live. We're not going to talk about whatever.
Instagram
But I
gonna shut
Filthy.
it down.
I do.
Instagram, I'm telling
Filthy.
you.
You're filthy.
My God,
But
AJ.
I know that there's a way that I cannot, certain man, they can't manage that. And I don't want stalkers. I don't want nobody like calling me and saying, when am I going to see you? If I feel like coming over, don't call me and ask, like, hey, when are you going to come do that thing again that you did with your tongue? I'm not. And the fact that you've asked me means I'm really definitely. But I know my responsibility is to know who can manage from who
Know the
can't
limit.
manage.
You gotta know the limit. I agree with you.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So
what
that's
I
why I'm
don't.
saying, Mr. L, the way that you control it is you have to govern your things. If you know
Yeah.
she can manage a little bit of the knocking, you can test the waters to see. But if in that moment you see that she's starting to act crazy, my guy, don't do it to yourself. Don't do it.
I'm fucking
So
conscientious now. I fucking what I don't do no more, like you, AJ. I had this thing where I would make you squirt just meeting your pussy before I even climb up in it. You know what I mean? Before I stick my dick in you,
And then
I'm
they've
making
gone
you squirt over eating
crazy.
you out.
That's how
Yeah,
you
I
get the
stopped doing that because
problems.
motherfuckers go crazy. Yeah, like they go
yeah.
crazy,
Val, tell
yo.
them. Val, tell them.
I stopped
Because
doing that
they're
shit,
not
yo.
really
I gotta
listening to
love you
me.
for that now because
I'm,
like you going. It's just it ain't gonna work, yo. It ain't gonna
so
work.
I did have a situation one time where I was having sex with this young lady, and doing all that, knocking it down. She literally told me, like, you can't keep fucking me like this because I'm crazy. Like, I'm legit crazy. I will drop those 2 hours and sit outside your workplace type crazy.
Val, where's the red flag? Because,
Oh, it
boy.
definitely was. I mean, again, a couple more times, but still. Um, I did, but then I did manage my penis. I guess, my
This
thing
nigga
is I still
Georgia.
want you to have a the best
Great
sexual
time.
experience you
Oh,
can
okay.
with me. Yes, a great time,
Absolutely.
and there are things like you said when it comes to your filth antics that that you do that you can't do for everybody. So I
Yeah.
did that same thing.
True.
But even then with some things I'm just like, I want you to really enjoy yourself. So therefore I don't have to pull out all the cards, but even in
Right.
not pulling out all the cards, it can still get to that point sometimes.
Right.
I'm
I
gonna
feel
try to
like
be a
anybody that
responsible
you go to have
individual.
sex with and they tell you don't fuck me good because I'm crazy. And if the
What's
sex
up,
is
K
good,
Spot Therapy?
yeah, when they, hey, K-spot therapy, when someone tells you that, I feel like especially a woman tells you that shit up front, man, believe her.
Believe
Yeah,
him.
I
Only
did.
one
I
mini,
did.
believe her because she will show up at your job. God
Yep,
forbid
looking
she
out.
knows where you live. She will sit outside your house and watch which bitches are coming and going. She'll call you from outside and pretend like she's not outside to check if you're gonna lie about the fact that you're inside. You understand? Don't
I
do it to
that
thought
shit
yourself.
that shit would
I
piss me
thought
off
about it
though.
on my ride home. I was like, hmm,
Can
like
I say something that's crazy?
you
What
know,
I like to
Okay,
do
hold
though?
on. We have a couple of more questions.
oh,
We're stuck on this one. Okay, so for each of you, what are two non-sexual turn-ons for you?
Non-sexual turn-ons. I love intellect. You got to be able
hmm
to stimulate me with your mind. What do you think about, things of that nature? Conversations that are interesting that not a lot of people are actually really talking about.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. That's a big number one for me. And ambition. Like it's always great to want and need your partner, but I want you to be doing the things that you need to do for yourself. Like, do you got a business? Work on that business. Don't try to focus. Don't try to just leave it all on me. Like, you have your life as well. Do what you got to do. You want to go to school,
right.
go to school. You want to get a degree, all that stuff, whatever. I love ambition as well.
I like that. Who's next?
I'll go
What are
next.
your two biggest non-sexual turn-ons?
For me, it's definitely probably like intellect. You know what I mean, like Val said, I would agree with that. And my second would probably be either independence or humor.
Okay. Mr. L, what are your two biggest non-sexual turn-ons?
Um, reassurance,
Mm.
Reassurance?
reassurance.
Mm.
Yep,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
a
that should get my dick hard too, bro.
thanks. I have to know
And what?
My bad. Slim.
Slim.
I just said reassurance. It gets my dick hard too. I agree with you.
But you just said
Man.
it so quiet under your breath, like nothing else was happening. Like, hello, my guy.
I ain't want to cut them off.
I appreciate you. You all good.
So reassurance
So
and
that and I guess a selfless woman, a woman who's not, selfish. Because I'm not a selfish person, and like I enjoy seeing that because I think that a lot of things fall underneath that category when she is. So yeah,
okay.
I would say those two.
Have underscore asked, do it true or false? The crazier the woman, the better the pussy. True or false?
False.
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 I feel like Slim's gonna say true.
No. But what I was gonna say is that every crazy woman I've had has had some excellent pussy. I'll say that. I'm not saying that women who aren't crazy have bad pussy. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that every woman that I have that was crazy had excellent pussy. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think what people consider crazy is subjective. There's something that I might think is crazy, but somebody else is like, "What? I think that's sexy." So
right.
I don't know.
So if she tries to burn your house down and keys your car because she's crazy.
She's just crazy. That don't mean that the pussy hard. She's just crazy.
That's not the type of crazy I like, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You doing shit that I can measure in dollars and cents. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You said that's the type of crazy you like?
No, that's the type I don't like.
Oh,
No,
I was like, Slim, we need to have a conversation because
all y'all ladies out there, don't come that way. I'm telling you, y'all gonna get your feelings hurt.
Okay. Last question of the night because I didn't realize how quickly it went and it's almost 10:30. What would be worse for you? Getting caught by your parents having sex with your person or having your parents go through your porn browser history?
Yeah, caught with my person.
Sorry, Val, what?
Getting caught with my person.
That would be better? That would be worse. Sorry.
Worse. Oh, I thought it was worse, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. So if they went through your browser history, that wouldn't be as bad as them walking in on you having sex.
Correct, yes.
Okay, got it. Mr. L? Getting caught having sex or your parents going through your browser history? Which would be worse?
Can you go to Slim? I had to think about this. Like, as a
okay, Slim.
Parents,
so for me, I've been caught by my baby mom's parents before. I would say definitely my porn. If you look at my porn history, it would be
Really?
Oh yeah, my porn history.
Okay, so that was a lot of information that wasn't asked. We were asking about your parents, not your baby mother's parents.
Well, I mean, same thing. It was in-laws. I mean, same shit.
No, because I mean, her parents might have been like, "Oh, you guys are having sex," and walk out. Whereas, like, your parents might have tried to beat your ass. You know what I mean? So, like,
good point.
Oh no,
the way that your parents would have reacted to it may be very different.
Yeah. No. Her parents, her mom had reacted way exactly how I thought she would react, and way different than my parents. My parents don't react like that. I mean, there's 3 boys in the house. We get pussy. That's what we do.
Right. Okay, that's fair. Mr. L, you sought yourself out yet?
No, I'm so confuddled right now. I would if I had to choose. So
right?
Can I break it down to y'all real quick?
Absolutely, please do.
So as a youngin, I've had my parents, see my porn browser before. So like I'm leaning towards that one because I feel as though it's gotten filthier as the years have gone on. But at the same time, it's like I am kind of known, probably not like known in depth, but like I'm the freak of the family. Like, I'm the freaky one. It's nothing, surprising. If you set all of my brothers and sisters and my parents down, except for my parents, they got a lot of kids, so they'd probably choose them first. But they'd be like, just because your nipples pierced, I'm gonna be freaky, no.
I'm just saying.
So, but then at the same time, I'm like, as a kid, I'm pretty sure like I've been around or not necessarily walked in on my parents having sex, so I feel like they owe me one kind of type deal. Like, hey, you walk in, you see me doing my thing, just turn around and walk out. You're not surprised. But I would say, being an adult, they would understand. I'm doing my thing. Now, my porn browser, they would probably have a lot of questions about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
So
I've
I
already
think that
explained
might
them.
be it. No, I did not walk past my
Ah,
parents' house
boy.
because I probably walked past the door a few times or knocked on the door like, "Hey,
Val, why are you laughing,
mommy,
Val?
dad, can I get some cookies?" But they in there doing their thing. So yeah, I'm not surprised. They had a lot of kids, so you know. And y'all see why I'm confuddled now, right?
I'm
Y'all
laughing at
see.
Val, yeah. This nigga Val, yeah.
So, on that happy note, that brings us to a close.
Val, why are you laughing, Val?
Bro.
Why are you laughing, Val?
That's exactly how it would go, Katie. hmm As I'm
Yeah,
drizzling the
I've been
caramel in her
I've
mouth
been
with the
keeping
apple
that
pie.
in. Bro. See, wait,
Yeah.
I want to say that again, what she said, because that was just, yo, why is she upside down with an apple in her mouth?
Yeah. I was like,
With
why
the
is
apple
she
pie,
upside
with
down
the
with an
apple
apple
pie.
in her mouth?
Yo. Oh.
And if
You
I'm
know,
if we're gonna go a little bit longer, I'm gonna have her
no,
tie
no,
her
we're
with
not.
some
We're
rope.
not. No,
Yep.
absolutely
You know
not.
how
Not
like
Nah.
today.
you know how they roast the
Oh,
pig.
God,
You
nah.
know they put the
No,
apple
no,
in the mouth and then they tie it up. I got some orange
nope,
rope, right? So I can tie her up with the
absolutely
orange
not.
rope.
Nope.
Put the apple in.
So,
Yep. Just gave me a great
you're
idea.
just gonna call it
Role play. The
Scout
rotisserie
Diner,
finest.
bro.
sissy?
That's a
That's what it's
special knot you
called?
gotta tie, yo.
The finest
I need
role
to go
play right
smoke a
there.
spliff because I feel seriously traumatized by this live tonight.
Blame
Um,
Instagram.
right?
That
Holy
word.
jeez! You see what happens when we come over by Slim's place? You see what happens when we come over
Bro.
here?
Welcome to Jersey, God. Thank you.
My
Okay,
God.
so that brings us to a close.
I
Oh
think
my
we
gosh,
have it.
Slim, come walk us out of the three guys and a girl. Let everybody know who you are, what you do, where they can find you. For the love of Pete. Wow.
We need to talk after this, all of us. Okay. So I'm Slim Stay Scheming. I'm the genuine Slim. Thank you, everybody who fucking joined and tuned in tonight. All of everybody, George, Katie, 973, Pat, everybody who joined. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Keep it coming. Go follow our pages. Go follow 973 Vibes. We in the building. I was just on the most recent episode. I was streamed in. Please go check that out on all streaming platforms.
Definitely.
And that's it. Please join us again. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Everybody stay on too for a second.
Val.
Before
Yes.
everybody in the comments start to jump off. My bad.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
don't
we
Stay,
leave
got a
stay,
little
yet.
bit
stay,
of an
stay.
announcement to make.
Don't leave yet. Don't leave
Yes,
yet.
yes. So again, thank you so much. Yo, the comments, like, listen, I've been wiping away some tears because y'all are hilarious. Thank you again and again and again, and thank you for being part of the conversation as well. Really, we really do
Absolutely.
appreciate that. You guys make this really live. So again, my name is Val, dating_Gen YZ, dating for millennials and Gen Z. What I aim to do is to help you guys cultivate the healthy dating and relationship life you all deserve. Like I said earlier, if you guys weren't here, I do sessions as well, solo, couples, understanding your dating scene, whatever it is, send a DM. Let's get this going. Again, thank you very much for everybody who joined.
Yeah.
Mr. L.
For sure. So before I get into my spill, I think we were still going to make an announcement. So I'll tell you what, George, are you
Yes.
available in like 2 minutes?
Uh-oh.
Because I will jump off and I'll let George announce it. We're working on
Okay.
something. We mentioned it. Me and Slim kind of flirted at it like a few lives ago. And so George, throw it in chat if you're available to come on. If it's fine with you, AJ, you're the host. You got the
No,
things
no.
going
I
on.
listen to me. Hi. Stop saying that.
You know.
We are equal partners in this. Stop. Don't do that. Don't
So
do that.
George,
Whatever you want to do, I'm good with. I'm waiting to hear what this announcement is.
all right, cool. All right, bet. So I'm gonna give my spill once AJ does her thing. I'll let George hop in my place, and I'll
Okay.
let him give something we
Are you
working
going
on
to
or
come
still
back
working
after
on.
that?
Sure, I will.
Okay.
I will always come back. Anyways,
It's the grade A dick, man.
Thank you. Can you shake your head at him, please? Because why? What? Okay.
I am Mr. L, the host of From the Mind of Mr. L podcast, where we talk about sex, kinks, filth. I was going to say fetishes, but filth. Life things as well. Love, all of that good stuff. Men's mental health, where I had my two gentlemen on for episode. Dom submission things, where I had the beautiful AJ the Badass Jones on for an episode. We just really talk about everything and try to educate and entertain on there. You can come listen or come while you listen. Also, I'll say it as much as possible up until we get warmer weather. Seasonal depression is a real thing. check on your friends, check on yourself, make sure you're getting the help that you need. It is a very serious thing that should be taken seriously. I want y'all to be good spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and sexually, all right? But as always, I am the compassionate Dom, the sensual sadist, the southern gem with the sprinkle of filth, Mr. L.
Hey, yes, happy belated birthday to Val. Val just recently celebrated, was it 28 over again?
25 over again. Yeah.
Sorry, 25 over again. And Slim, your birthday's coming up.
Yes, yes, yes.
I have you on my calendar. I just can't see it because I'm half blind. But your birthday's coming soon. So,
Yep.
Mr. George Cruz, please
Hop on in.
hop on into the
Oh, let
live.
me invite George real quick.
Okay. So I'm AJ Badass Jones, host of the Pum Pum Chronicles, one of the hosts of Three Guys and a Girl. If you're not following Three Guys and a Girl, please click on our page, give us a follow. This live is sponsored by MANSCAPED. This is the last of our sponsorship package. 20% off your purchase using the code PUMPUM. It's good from now until the end of the year. Free worldwide shipping, the Manscaped, the Lawn Mower, the nose trimmer, the ball sanitizer, something, even a little bag that they give. Like, it's an amazing package. Don't cheat yourself. Get yourself a Manscaped. Mr. L, happy 1 year anniversary is coming up.
Yes.
So we are celebrating the 1 year anniversary of From the Mind of Mr. L. There's an exciting announcement that's supposed to happen right now. Mr. George Cruz, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to stop talking because I'm nosy. I want to know what's going on. Come tell me. Tell us.
Go, George.
Tell the world.
Okay,
Hi,
so
George.
how you doing, AJ? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, all right, so me, L, Slim, and Kiki, we're working on a project called For Platonic. Basically,
Oh,
it's a not safe for work kind of environment. But my battery is dying. My bad.
that's okay.
We're gonna be doing workshops, adult retreats, all of that good stuff. Swinger parties, play parties, et cetera, et cetera. So, I came up with it because I was looking at like in that community and environment, there's not many black owned ones, and then it's like
Absolutely.
looking for it is real difficult. And I want to create a space where people who want to, whether they have knowledge of sex or they just want to express themselves, they have a safe environment, consensual all the way. So we're working on that. We're doing a trip in April. We're gonna do like an adult retreat. I can't tell y'all the activities that's
Okay.
going to happen yet, but
Yes.
just to give an idea, we'll do like costume parties, lingerie parties, et cetera, et cetera. Have like guests speak, whether it's like
Tutorials.
tutorials, dominatrix,
Love it.
all of that. So if y'all interested, let us know. Hit any of us up. Is a DM us, follow us, whatever. We gonna have the official place set up by January, but the first trip is in April. So
In April.
yes,
Let's
just
go.
let us know, and we try to
And
go all
so
the way with it. Go ahead.
if people have questions, do they contact you specifically? Can they reach out to any of you?
Anybody.
Any of us.
Okay, perfect.
Any of
You
us.
guys
Yeah.
need to make a post about this, please, and like just,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? You know that we will repost the shit out of it and promote the shit out of it. So you just need to make a post, whatever it ends up being, and send it to all of us, and we will make sure that it gets out
So I
everywhere.
ain't gonna stunt. George is definitely like steering the ship on this, and he's really doing a fucking great job at it. But in the meantime, until we get that post in, because we want to finally, we ain't gonna put up no bullshit. We want to make sure
Right.
shit was concise, and we got, every question that you could think of would be answered when we make the initial proposal. So,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? Until that initial post get made, which will be very shortly, feel free to contact George Cruz, King Sweet Kiki from the Anonymous L. You can hit myself, Slim Stay Scheming. You could hit the Add Three Guys and a Girl page if you need to. There's multiple ways, but there will be a post shortly.
Okay.
That's what's up.
That's exciting.
Yes.
See, y'all gonna make me move to the US of A because
No,
there's
we're
nothing
trying to go.
wanting
No,
here.
we're trying to go out
Yeah,
there.
we're trying to jump shit.
We're trying to go out there too. Like we want.
Okay.
I want to take this international. Like I don't want to just keep it in the States. I'm trying
Absolutely.
to go international with it. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Please let Kay
This
know.
is
You know, I know
exciting.
you got a
Cool,
book,
safe. We
so
got
you
a
know,
questionnaire.
The Art of
We got-
Seduction.
Okay.
My studies. Yeah.
Okay. Another
Yeah,
book I
so-
gotta put into the cart. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so
George, we gotta talk
definitely you
about
can
last
hit.
night, George.
Uh,
Okay.
so
True.
definitely like hit any of us up. I'm gonna let L come back in so he can finish up. I appreciate y'all for letting me make that announcement. I hope all of you will contribute somehow, some way.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
All right, how do
Thank you for
I?
sharing that with us.
No
Go.
It
problem.
sounds like it's going to
I'm
be
gonna
a
call
great
you guys.
endeavor. Thank you.
That's dope.
I'm
I'm
excited
excited.
for this.
Yeah, we've been planning this shit for a couple of months now, so
Do you know,
we'll
will it
see.
be closer to you, like state-wise?
So
Like,
statewide, we was looking. Originally we was looking at Virginia,
Virginia.
but
okay.
we just like Virginia Beach. But we saw a couple more properties today spread out along the coast. So we're looking at right now somewhere in Delaware, PA. As far as down as I think North Carolina was the furthest south, but that's where we
Hopefully
was
the
at.
borders will still be open for me so that I'll be able to come down because
Yeah,
this
Mm-hmm.
Omicron, this new variant thing is kind of like
yeah, it just
mucking
made
up
it to
life right
Cali
now.
now.
So
Crazy.
that is exciting. I am very proud of you guys. That it sounds like it's definitely something that's needed in the community, especially for Black people and people of color,
Definitely.
because yeah, there isn't a whole lot. As much as we think that there's a lot, there could be more.
Yeah,
Right.
I
That's
agree.
fair.
And one thing that we are doing, like Joy said, we're not going to disclose everything that's going down. We want to kind of keep that to
Absolutely.
ourselves right now.
Yes.
But shout out to everybody that's been doing like play parties. I know there's been a lot going on lately. But like this is going to be something different. This is going to be something, a little bit of a twist. It's not just, you come into play. Like we said, there's going to be workshops, games, competition.
Like it.
It's going to be a good time. Um, and so we definitely are going to be opening it up to a few of our listeners, followers, things of that nature. So we will make a post about it, or if you're interested in getting in touch with one of the four of us, like Slim said, George has been headlining
Spearheading.
this thing. So shout out to him. Yeah, it's something that I think that we all have at least thought about it at least some point, but we just never put the work in. But my man George
Yeah,
been doing his thing. So yeah, we are trying to keep it just for the first trip, East Coasters. So
Okay.
in between, the Virginia and the Northeast area, or North Carolina area, whichever
hmm
one that we find out, fits what we're trying to do. And then, thinking of any major city like Houston, could be an
Yeah.
option. Canada, we trying to come see
yeah.
you.
And we doing a lot of
Jamaica, we
vetting
trying to come
too.
see you in Jamaica. All of it. So we want to,
Yes.
but we
I think that
definitely,
the
mhm,
aspect of having the workshops is really important because I think there are a lot of people that want to play, they just don't know how to play or
yep,
what appropriate play is or like technique and all that sort of stuff. So I think that yeah, having the workshops intertwined with everything else that you're offering in the packages, yeah, excellent, excellent.
right. You don't have to be, on the East Coast to come. If you're out
Right.
True.
west or you're
Yeah.
down south, up north, whatever,
And like,
hit
and
us
the
up.
words are like a vow too. Like we creating a safe space. So like, if once you make that decision to come in or whatever the case may participate, I'll say, like, you really don't have to worry about much beyond that because once you see like how much you have invested and how much is the mind and the thinking that went behind this, you'll see it's safe. Everybody's vetted. A lot of the questions that you may come in, wondering and be worried about is going to be addressed ahead of time, from
Nice.
testing to sexual orientation
Mm,
to
Just
just
everything. Yeah,
everything. We covering
Everything.
all bases, crossing
that's
all
dope.
T's, dotting all I's to make
I
sure
like that.
everybody is safe and comfortable. Even the people who we are recruiting from our own personal independent lives, maybe it's outside of this world. You know what I'm saying? We are vetting them in a sense where I'm not gonna even extend the offer to anybody who is not in the right mind space, mindset,
Absolutely.
mature enough to deal with it because this is at the end of the day, this is a business, homie, and you're not about to fuck up my business by
Yes.
making other people uncomfortable, God. So
Love
Yeah.
this. I love this for you guys. I love this. I love this for our community. I love that as Black people, you're creating something that's specifically geared towards Black people and people of color because it's definitely needed. Yeah.
all right, we gotta let AJ get back to her vacation.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have a
Vacation.
drink. I love you guys. Thank you as always. You know, like I said to you, it doesn't matter where in the world I am. When it's our time, it is our time. When I'm supposed to be here with you guys, no matter where I will always be here with you. So I love and appreciate you. Thank you guys for rocking out the Manscaped promo with me. Y'all did a phenomenal job. I appreciate all the pictures and all the below the waist effort. Val, I appreciate the back effort as well. You're not excluded from this. I love you guys. I left, my two smuttest, they kept it smutty and Val kept it classy. I like the balance. It's good things. Good things. I love it. So, yeah,
Val,
that's
keep us
it for us
grounded,
for
yeah.
the night. Huh?
So Val, keep us grounded.
I appreciate that.
Val definitely does. I was like, Val, you're the dad. You're the dad of the crew. You're the responsible one.
He's the youngest out of the whole one.
That's all right. Hey, listen.
He's 25. He's
That's
the
all
youngest,
right.
man.
I need
There you go.
Mr. Prescott to just come out just one episode.
Oh, Damien, right?
Yeah. I
I'm
need
not
Mr.
sure who
Damien
that
So
is.
Prescott
I'm
come
gonna have
out
to
just
create
one
some
episode.
questions or a line that draws out Damien. Okay.
There,
I
you
tell
have
you
to
what, AJ, I gotta
pull
go
that
back.
motherfucker
A
out.
day of
man.
royalty? Is a day of royalty still in here? She's still on?
Yeah, she is.
AJ, a day of royalty, link up. Find out. It is
Yes.
okay to
A
talk
Dave Rose.
about
I'm
it
gonna
on the
message you.
cast.
We'll see.
That's
We'll
fair.
see. We'll see what's safe.
I like that.
You know
We
what
gotta
the thing
do.
is? It's
Go
like,
through the first
as much as
lady.
we're talking to Val, there are certain questions I was like, this is not a Val singular
Question.
conversation.
Word,
Right.
word.
That's
This is
fair.
a Val plural, quietly plural conversation. So, some Val, we all love you, but sometimes when I exclude you, it's with good reason. I hope
Intent.
you know
Oh,
that.
Good intent. Yeah.
Okay.
listen. I'm a great listener. Okay.
Yo, Val be cracking the fuck up, son. Yo, that shit you had me
Val's
dying.
like, let me eat my cookie, let me sip on my wine, let me sip on my water. I know what's for me is for me, and what is not, I will just quietly sit here and mind everybody's business, and that's it. We're good.
That's it.
We're good. Anyhow, I'm gone. I don't know how to X myself out of this, so I love you guys. We will talk
I'll shut
after.
this shit down. Peace, y'all.
Okay. I'll talk to you later. Wait, Slim, make sure you save it and post it on your page because I can't post it.
Oh shit. Oh,
So when you log out, it asks you to post to your page. Post it to your page, my guy.
I got you.
Please.
Please, and then you can download it, or one of us can download it. But post it to your page.
Okay,
With big responsibility. I know. I'm so sorry.
Crazy.
Please call me. Call me after.
No pressure. No pressure. No
You got
pressure.
me sweating. Y'all got a ball. Y'all sweating. I got a fucking bead of sweat.
Here it goes, guys.
No, when you click off, it'll ask you to just post it. Just put a title. Choose whatever you wanted to, like slide over the pictures for the cover. It's okay. You'll be all right.
Can you go back and edit the title?
After, yeah. So just
Yeah,
you
so
know
just
what?
type
When you post
ABCD,
it,
Slim.
Okay.
yeah, just put
ABCD.
3. So in the title part, just put 3 GAG, and then you can go back and edit it. And then that way you don't have to worry about editing right now. You won't have pressure to do that right now.
I got faith in you, Slim. I got faith in you.
Yeah,
You got this. You can do this.
You got this.
You can do this.
You got this.
Okay, guys.
Don't fuck
All right,
up
we'll
as
talk
well.
to you later.